All right. Hey, folks. Thanks for joining in. This is the Litmus Community Meeting that we do on every third Wednesday of the month. And this is the one for February. And today we do not have like a really big agenda to be honest. And I think, unfortunately, Balikshan will also not be able to join us. So we might have to cut the meeting quite short. But before that, I'd just like to give the updates that we wanted to anyway share. He would be able to share it in a later meeting, probably in the contributors and the maintainers meet. But just to give you all the context, so the agenda basically looked like talking about the Litmus Korea Mentorship Program, basically the Contributions Academy. Then we wanted to shift to some of the Litmus CTL updates by Balikshan, but I think we can do that later as well. So with that, let me just share my screen really quick, and I'll just share a couple of updates on that front as well. So all of the meeting notes and everything for the community sync ups are available on the HackMD link. So it's already available on Slack if you're there. And if you are previously revisiting it again, then you should see it in the YouTube channel as well. So the notes for today and also the agenda for today is mentioned here as well. So I want to start with the Litmus Korea mentorship, and for that we actually did this last Sunday, and the main aim for the Litmus leveling up or the Litmus Korea mentorship program, or wanted to talk about it, was to gather more confidence for the contributors or newer contributors or users who want to join in all these different open source programs, but are unable to and do not have the confidence or have a couple of doubts on down the line. So if you do feel that way, whoever is watching it later on, then feel free to check out the Leveling Up Career Growth. So this was done by Suhien and Jimin. So thanks a lot to both of them for actually being contributing like this and also being a part of this event. They are both they're both contributors of Litmus, and they have both been recently active members of the Litmus organization too. So kudos to that, and huge thank you for being a part of this and help others also follow along their path. And for people who are unaware of this Litmus Korea mentorship, this was the first time we did last year. And it was with a batch of 30 students who are currently have shifted and moved on to working in the industry as well. So this is aimed towards enabling people to start with their open source journey. And this, I think, would also, in a way, help with the LFX mentorships that we are currently pursuing. And yesterday was the last day to apply for the LFX mentorships as well for the three issues that we have for Litmus. So starting today, we'll be reviewing, and hopefully in the next maintainers meet, we'll be able to disclose or announce some of the mentees that we have selected for the same as well. All right, so that was one small update that I wanted to share. Other than that, we did release the Litmus 3.16 as well last this Monday actually, and it's not much of a bigger jump. So if you're using 3.15, I think you can continue still using 3.15. Uh, but yeah, it's just a side note that we also did release Litmus 3.16 this Monday. And next, I wanted to talk about the two contributions, which I think Balikshan can expand on and talk about better in the next call. But the two Litmus CTL contributions that he contributed in the last couple of weeks and months is basically there was there's always a new password prompt that is updated, right, for whenever you switch into Litmus. So whenever you log in, there's a default password that's generated. So on the UI, we do prompt them to modify that once you sign in. But Litmus CTL was missing it, which is what he added. So great job there. So this PR basically adds the initial login check and sort of prompts the users to change it and update the password to the newer password. So that is one contribution that we are looking forward to merge as well. But other than that, there's another one which tracks the usage of the different Litmus CTL update password command. So currently, it did not track the usage per se. So basically, with this, it'll also update the update password usage in the backend as well. So these are the two Litmus CTL specific PRs. There are also a couple of contributions on the other sub projects that was done by Balikshan, but he'll be able to talk about that better. But yeah, that's pretty much the updates that I wanted to share. I could have I wanted it to be a little more detailed, but we can do it in a later call on the contributors meet as well. So the another small thing is on the contributors meet that was I think scheduled for tomorrow would be better to be scheduled for the next Thursday, which is the last week of this month, since the LFX period will also be closing by that month. Like the review period will also be closing by that month, so we'll have better updates to share with the community and also have better maintainers update by that time. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. Uh, since we have a couple of maintainers and users, contributors, if there's anything else you want to add or have any doubts or questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we can wrap up this call and we can see you again in the next one. If not, then thanks. I guess thanks for joining. I know it's a short call, but yeah, thanks for joining. Anyways, we will see you again on the contrib maintainers call, which is on 27th. I'll shift the invite to 27th, and we'll have better updates. All right. Thanks, folks. See you. Cheers.